guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back again with you guys with Cowboy Bebop, episode 15.
Yes. Last episode was Bohemian Rhapsody. It was about a chess master who was cast aside after creating the gates to travel through space, and he didn't want to use it because it wasn't perfect. And the others said, no, fuck you. They cast him out. And
Such a fool.
Yes, and he planned a 50-year-long revenge plan. A plan that was supposed to take place 50 years in the future.
Yeah.
Except 50 years in the future, he's gone senile and he doesn't really realize that his plan is going on.
Completely forgot about it.
So when our crew find him, he's just enjoying a game of chess with Radical Ed. So there you go. The two geniuses on the show that were playing chess and just having a good time.
Yeah.
So instead of getting the money, they were basically just saying, you know what, leave that guy alone, let him live the rest of his life in peace.
Let him play with the kid.
And he did die smiling after playing the best game he played in a long time.
A week. A whole week.
At least a week. Yeah, they played a week, it's true. So yeah, I mean, that was a nice little episode. I am excited to see what genre of music we're gonna get into this time. And yeah, see if we learn a little bit more about our characters.
Alright.
So let's jump in episode 15.
15.
And see what happens. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
3, 2, 1,
Let's jam! Huh? Faye's backstory? Is it Faye?
Oh.
Kind of looked like her hair.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Is this the prequel of Evangelion?
I don't know. We see a girl and we're like, Faye? He's a dog. It's already pretty good that he goes to the toilet. We do.
We were asking for it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's her. Okay. She's basically Lilu, I don't remember her name, from Fifth Element. How long has she been
true.
like this?
She just said that she had the same name as someone who was supposed to be really old, but it didn't fit, right?
It's true, but we thought she took her identity.
But it's her then.
How long was she frozen? Okay. 54 years. So that's why she's in such big debt. Oh my god. She doesn't remember.
So she's trying to escape and survive because they got...
She's gonna have to remember it little by little. Or she did remember little by little, but... He's supposed to remind her of Vine?
The thin eyebrows?
Yeah.
Miss Faye Valentine.
So she died, basically?
It's a bit fucked up that one of the first things they told her was how much she owed the hospital. So she's from our time, basically. So it's like if we suddenly woke up in this world. Just be. Give her a minute.
じゃあ教えてよ。事故ってどんな？その前の私は何者なの？
落ち着いて。興奮すると君は。
何よ。どうなるっていうの？
That's pretty fucked up.
I mean, maybe she's not the woman whose identity she took,
Oh yeah.
but since she's supposed to be kind of like 70 years old, she's kind of mocking the... I don't know. Or she was a thief back then. Because, well, I
Do
mean...
you recall the name that she... Jesus Christ. That they called her in the casino? Or...
I don't remember. But didn't they say that she was supposed to be 74 or something?
Yeah.
I don't... Like, if she never remembers, but she just finds out that she used to be a thief, she could be forced to live that lifestyle to repay her debt now. Hence what I said last episode, like, it feels like she's not like that, but she had to. Careful. Yeah. She must feel so misplaced.
My teachers used to say that to change a society, it's like minimum 50 years to change everything. Everything is
Wow.
completely different for her right now.
Miss Valentine!
You can't blame her for freaking out. You just bombarded her with information.
3億なんて払えない。勝手に生き返らせて借金払えなんて不条理よ。自分のこと何もわからないで私どうすればいいのよ。
It is true that it's kind of fucked up. Like, did she even have a say in being frozen and stuff?
僕の力になりますから。記憶だっていつか戻るかもしれませんよ。
He's nice, okay. He's not good at giving information when you're out of a coma, you know, or at least, you know, unfrozen.
これ何？
ID です。これで自分が死んでも忘れてもどこの誰かわかるようになってるんです。
Well, bummer.
Sometimes I think, oh yes,
Actual
I'll
lyrics.
move to where all
It's
the
rare.
shooting stars are gone.
True, right?
With all, give me a key to lock the door to the secret paradise. There are so many.
Something bad is gonna happen to him for sure, though.
Lay your heart, lay your soul
Cause like that,
upon my
she trusted someone and stuff, and now she won't allow herself to trust
現場はどう
anyone.
お似合いしたんだ。
どうするの？
He's gonna die.
How come they're not even
じゃあ
giving
二
her
人ともやられる。
like she won't be able to pay all of that right
ド
away?
クターのところで落ち合おう。いいね。
どうして私を助けてくれるの？
スリーピングビューティーは王子様が守らなきゃ。
Oh, God. Did I say something was gonna happen, or did I not say something was gonna happen?
手続きをしたばかりだった。自分に何かあった時には君に全ての財産を譲渡するようにね。さあ、ここに指を。
文字が赤いのはなぜ？
借金も財産のうちということだな。
You piece of shit!
冗談じゃないわよ。
Oh my gosh, that was...
I mean,
借金だって
no luck.
私のに比べればスズメの涙。大した額じゃなかったのにね。
But still, it's not like I mean, he cared, but he heard all of that.
あんたずっとそこにいたの。
話が長すぎるんだよ。
I mean, I don't
I mean,
think he wanted to
what-
leave her with all the debt, but still, because
But
I
I did
didn't
say
think,
that if something happened to him, all of his assets will be to her.
unless he faked it. Like the only way he would really turn into an asshole is if he faked his death.
借金の過去は嘘ばっかだな。ローマニーだのなんだの。今のも作り話じゃないだろうな。
嘘でも偽物でもないわ。本当のことがわからないだけよ。しょうがないじゃない。
Okay, so she can basically pretend to be anyone, you know? Who
これは
knows?
通称マダムキラー。
Who knows and who cares, right?
Well, who knows what she used to be?
まあ俺一人だって
Isn't that-
十分いい仕事をするの
He
だ。
faked his death.
わかったろ。
He's a piece of shit. He is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
人に剥がす松本
Asshole.
いや久しぶ
It would have been one of the two. He's an asshole.
説明してほしいわ
りやり直したかったんだ何もかも
で結婚詐欺師
君が賞金稼ぎとはこれも縁かな
みんなグルだったってわけ
あの時は仕方なかったんだ僕をかくまったばかりにドクターは
Told you that doctor should have been fired.
捕まってよかったのかもしれないな君の手で警察に渡されるんなら本望だ
通報してきたのは君たちかねああ賞金首を引き渡したいんだなるほど
If she let him go.
実現準備
はい警部
I hope not. I mean, he did screw her over, right?
Yeah, but he could sway her like Jet is saying.
え
Faye.
No!
いいんだ
He deserves it!
僕のことならいいんだって
Fuck! I get the heart and everything, but he actually deserves it. He screwed you over!
無理だよこれに負担がなって
いいからもっと息吐いて吐いて
おい待て
この人は渡さないわ私はこの人に貸しがあるのだから賞金も彼をどうするかも私に権利があるの
理屈をきっぱりと言い切ったわ理屈じゃねえんだ女
He did take care of her, you know? But still, that's not the part I remember.
本当のことを教えて私はどうしてあそこにいたの何が本当でどこからが嘘なの何すんのよ
Well, what do you think? You stole the
下
bounty.
手に動くとポットに当たるぞ
You know, if you actually hit each other, you'll die
Yeah.
in space.
Might not be the brightest idea.
Can't shit me off that easily. Now be reasonable.
君は本当に自分の過去を知りたいのかいその覚悟が君にあるのかい
So you actually knew.
あるわ
そうか
ちょっと
いや僕は知らないんだけどね
Fucking hell.
自分が何者かどこから来てどこへ行くのか人類誰しもが一度は思い悩む問いかけだ
どっかで聞いたことある
The
声ね
duck, maybe?
見えるかね
Yeah.
You're in the police?
ドクターと看護婦じゃない
そうみたいだね
あんたドクターは死んだみたいなことあん
いや違うそういう意味じゃなくて
た一体どこまで嘘つけば気が済むの
君はあそこに冷凍保存されていたそれだけは確かだ
私の過去は私は一体
バレンタインという名は私がつけた私の好きな歌にちなんでね、あとはゲート事故の時にデータが消失してわからんのだ誰がなぜ君をコールドスリープさせたのかもね
So she'll never figure it out.
警察じゃなかったのか
そこのことしっぺ所属を述べなさい実に残念だがこれ以上は関わらん方がいいな
諦めましょう
いやさらばだご一緒に元気でな
ごめんなさいね
I mean, we tried, but.
おじさんおじさん
Uh
おじ
huh.
さん
So, okay.
今すぐ賞金と交換してやるわ
そうかっち
That's the Faye I know.
いい
Deserve.
君ね
本当のことが一つある
Don't say that you really love her, please.
眠ってる君に恋したことさスリーピングビューティーにね
I mean, possibly. Okay.
嘘
Fuck off. Maybe that's
No,
true
I
though.
think it was the truth.
But it doesn't matter.
A truth passes a lie.
He said it, but then he said it was a lie, so she wouldn't focus on that too much.
お前すくづく薄情な女だよ
With a very long torso.
何にも分かんなくなっちゃったな
どうでもいいことじゃねえのか
あんたは過去があるからそう思うのよ
過去はどうあれ未来はあるだろ
True. And it's not like she's got much to remember, you know. Ah, the eyebrows. So he doesn't look like him anymore.
What was the writing at the end? What was written? Sleeping
Sleeping beast.
in the.
Different.
So
We got to learn about her
I
past.
asked for it so many times, and finally, we've learned about Faye's past.
All good things
Well,
come.
kinda.
All good things come to those who wait.
Yep.
And that's what matters in the show. We'll get our answers. It's gonna take the time it's gonna take.
I kind of like the fact that Spike said something that really matters in that context. You may not know what your past is, but what you need to focus on is your present and your
Yeah.
future.
It matters
know?
because when you look at Spike and Jet, their pasts, they were completely different people. And they remember their past, but for them, especially like Spike, because he's the one that said that, his past is like a shackle. He has to carry like that. I don't know how you call it in English, but he's got to carry that
What is
weight
it in
with
French?
him. Le boulet.
Uh,
That chain and ball thingy when you're a prisoner.
yeah.
That's his past. He's got to carry it with him, with the heartaches and the depression it brings and everything. I don't care what it's called. You don't have to look it up.
It's in the past.
It's in the past, exactly. Moving on. So, for him, the past is always there, and it's more of a burden than anything. Focusing on the future for him is survival. He's completely different now. He's allowed himself to be different, to change, and to focus on the future. She is obsessed with the past because she doesn't know it, but what if she doesn't like what she finds out? Does that define her that much? Especially, I'm not saying, like, if you had the chance to learn, don't push that aside or anything, but she's never going to get that answer, it looks
Yeah.
like. So don't obsess over it that much because, the past doesn't necessarily define who you are now. Sometimes it does, but at the end of the day, it's what you choose to be, what you choose to become. We keep talking about, how in TV shows and movies and stuff, whenever we see a character and we learn about that character's past, we're like, that makes me understand why
That
they
explains
do
why
this.
he's that way. Yeah.
But it doesn't justify because you are the one that makes the choices in the future. So she has made herself into a bounty hunter. She is Faye Valentine. She has friends, Spike, Jet, Ein, Ed. She's got a present, and she knows where she's going, sort of. So she's got new experiences, and if she lost everything else, make a future for yourself. Don't obsess over those other things because we've like I said, the other characters, their past, more of a burden than anything else. Doesn't bring anything because they chose to change. They chose to make their life different. Their lives different.
I mean, I do understand that with your past, when you know where you're coming from, your roots, who you used to be,
Yes.
it can help you define your guideline for who you're going to become in the future.
I'm not
you know?
saying that wanting to know your past is bad. Like I said, I'm mostly seeing this from Spike's point of view and explaining it from his point of view. If I had lost my memory, I would want to. Well, I don't know.
Both ways, there's no good or wrong answers.
No, but
both ways
in a
are-
way, it is bad for her to focus so much on something she's never gonna figure out because she has no. Unless she finds someone that knew her, but that was 54 years ago. So it's more of a burden than anything else for her too at this point.
Yeah.
They lost everything else about her, so it's not like, if we knew her life before, if we knew that people were waiting for her, that would be something else, but no one was at that hospital to wait for her to wake up,
She woke up in 2068, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So 2068 minus 54.
Yeah, she in the 2010s, basically.
Yeah, she's our age, basically.
Sort of. Well, she was 20 in 2012, I think.
And 20.
I'm forgetting the numbers,
And 2014, you mean?
Or 2014. I don't know.
2014.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's more or less our age. Yeah.
She's a bit older.
Yeah.
But still, no one was waiting. No one was at that hospital. No one left anything for her. All her information was on the computers and stuff. So no one left cards. No one visited. Like, she was frozen, but still, she was alive. So it's not that for certain that she left people behind. And at that point, since she has no way of getting back those memories, it's kind of like a burden. It's just an obsession that she has to let go of if she wants to focus on the future. Spike was trying to help. I'm not saying like if you wake up with no memory, don't try to look for your past. It's true. Knowing about your past makes you perhaps more focused on the future. It makes you understand where you want to go since you know from where you've come. But
like
if you don't remember ever, it's a new beginning.
Like I said, there's no right or wrong answers in that context. Both ways are totally fine. Trying to learn about who you used to be as a person and go from there and just make a clean slate, right?
It's actually a thing. Yes, clean slate. It's actually an issue. I don't remember if I saw this in a movie or read it in a book, but you know, if you look at people who completely forget about everything, you know, in their life, and they wake up and they have no memory and they never regain that memory, there's always this issue of their friends.
The vow?
No, because the vow, she remembered who she was. She just forgot the relationship.
Well, she technically lost the memory of her marriage. She never
yes, but
remembered
that's
those
not what I'm
memories.
talking about. Anyway, the person, or I mean, it does fit with the vow a little bit, but for the people in that person's life, you know, they lost someone and they're trying to get that person back, trying to force a personality onto that person, trying to force habits onto a person that doesn't remember any of that. You're grieving in a way. You gotta mourn and move on, because that person, if she never regains her memories, that person is gonna be different, and that person might never be the same again. It's all about that person starting anew and making a life for themselves. Like, if you try to force a personality on them, it's not good either.
You know what, guys? I spoke about the movie The Vow, and I remember that I technically asked Chris the same question. I mean, how do you think that you might react if someday, like, you lost your memory about who I used to be, but we know ourselves from our old life, so
we're sisters, doesn't matter.
On a shorter time lapse, like if you forget about your best friend that you know for 15 years.
Have I known him for 15 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're old.
But my oldest friend I've known for like 23, 25 years.
Yeah. But how do you think that, how sad it is that you forgot about something as important in your life, you know?
Well, I can't answer that question, because the me that exists now will never live this. If I forget everything, it's not gonna be me.
Never say never. You kind of jinx things.
No,
Usually,
if
so
I
don't
go
try.
through this, I'm not the one that's gonna have to deal with the consequences, because the me that exists right now will be erased.
Yeah.
Unless I remember eventually, but in that case, that doesn't apply.
Yeah.
So the real question would be, how would I react if you lost all your memories? Like, that would be fucked up. And like I said, as someone...
How do you think that you might react if I lost memory about who you are to me?
I'm the one sitting here saying, as people from the outside, we shouldn't try to force a personality on someone else. You gotta adapt. That's the new person.
But I think that you might have tried to force it on me, because I'm paying rent with you and the bills.
Well, London,
so
that doesn't matter.
Remember.
That doesn't matter. That's not the same. It's, you know, first of all, if you ended up in an accident, I think we would move. Second of all, not remembering doesn't mean you don't have to pay your half of the rent. You can still pay. But still, it's more about, you know, we wouldn't have the same, like, as sisters, we speak the same sentence. I do that with my best friend as well. We speak the same sentences at the same time. We have the same reactions at the same time.
We do.
Like, I would say, you know, if you're in the life of someone who's forgotten, you know, telling them stories about their past is good, but you can't expect that person to be the same as before.
Yeah.
In The Vow, the movie, that was an issue, because he was trying to have his wife, and she wasn't his wife yet. She didn't remember. So in this, there's no one to help her remember. So focusing on a past that she's probably never gonna remember ever. And if she does, great. But if she doesn't, that past is more of a burden, because it's an obsession that's keeping you away from making a new future for yourself.
Yeah.
It's literally a debt she's carrying with her. But that explains why she was running and why she wanted money so much and why she pretended to be like that thief and stuff, because basically she doesn't know. She could be. that person disappeared.
She could be anyone.
Yeah, that person disappeared. So I mean, who knows?
When you think about it, it is crazy sad to, like, with just one little something, if you don't record what you've done, your thoughts, or what you used to say.
Memories are what makes you who you are.
Yeah, and just like that, someone's existence is completely erased.
That's kind of why Alzheimer is there are worse illnesses, but Alzheimer is sometimes considered one of the worst because the person is going to die she or he is still going to be there.
Yeah,
but
you're there, but you're not there anymore.
Yeah, we had people in our family with Alzheimer, and we were too young maybe to comprehend it. But like if you are, because it was our great grandfather.
Our great grandmother.
No, it was our great grandmother. Yes,
grandmother, and one of our great aunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Françoise.
I didn't meet with her when she had it though.
You didn't see her? Well,
I haven't seen her.
She had it.
She,
but yeah, her great grandmother
so
died of Alzheimer.
We're at risk. Talk to us in 70 years. We might have insight. Yeah. Anyway, but I do remember our great grandmother, and we were too young though to connect. Like we had seen her a few times before, so for us it was just like, she doesn't remember us. But then again, like sometimes, I don't remember people I've met too. So for me as a kid, I didn't realize, but when you're the grandkid or the son, for your mom to not remember you, and This Is Us also talked about this in a little bit, like it's the slow death of someone and the memories make that person who they are. So sometimes, I mean, it's the grief, you have to go through grief, but that person is still there. So it's conflicting. But that's not what happened in the episode, but I mean, we're just going off the rails.
It's not really what happened, but it's
about memories.
It's about memories. It's about the same
But like I said,
context.
Faye Valentine is a completely different person than who she was before. That person is, if she never remembers, dead. Who she is now is going to make a future for herself. She's got to keep living. She can't constantly focus on the past.
Yeah.
And she's, very lucky that running away with that big of a debt, she's managed to find people that want her around. They keep saying they don't, but they want her around. Spike gave her the entire,
I know. Bounty.
Well, yeah, bounty. So
yeah,
she doesn't know. But
before we switch for the next episode, I want to go back to that romance with what was his name again?
Thin eyebrows.
Thin eyebrows.
Matsumoto is his last name.
Matsumoto,
so.
Mr. Matsumoto then.
Yes.
Because
he's fucked up.
I do believe that he did fell in love with her.
Yes, but how much
he's an asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how much do you truly love someone if you think it's fine to leave her with all your debts, knowing she has a big debt already? Because, like,
I mean, I understand that you wanted to do a clean slate, make a new life for yourself, and disappear in the wild.
But then again, like, if he had just died, it was an accident and stuff. Like, it's not like he knew he was gonna, like, if he had truly died, it wasn't like he had known he was gonna die right there. So it was cute for her to, like, I mean, she ends up with debt, but still for him to be like, I care about you, so I want to leave you what I have. That's great. But since he planned it, he knew how much debt he had, and he knew he was leaving her with it. So that's the asshole part. And the fact that even, 2 years later, he's still giving her lies after lies, and it's the fact that he's saying that the hospital was on his back, and, they were the ones pushing him and stuff, when in fact
that's
he's
his
related.
Uncle. That's his uncle.
So, like, lies after lies after lies. That guy was not good for her, and I'm glad she's with Spike and Jet now, and Ed.
Yeah.
But
Einstein.
That's why I was like, be reasonable. Like, Jet is saying women can't be reasonable. I'm sitting here saying be reasonable. So yeah, still, I get it. Like, you woke up, he was there. He took care of you. He's the one that gave you hope. He's the one that brought you back. She was a wreck. She was running around a wreck, and he steadied her.
She did have a debt to him for what he did to her. Like he
helping her.
He helped her, and he might have been a chance for her to learn about who she used to be before she got frozen and she woke up.
There's a bit of that too, because he kind of made it sound like he knew.
But once she learned the truth that he just all lies and everything is all fake, she gave his ass to the police and she's done with him.
Yeah, and the parting words of "I love you" and stuff. Nah, that's just a lie. At least he said that so she wouldn't focus on it too much. But I do believe that he cared a little bit. But
I think that he cared. Yeah.
But that wasn't true.
In his own household way, he cared for her. But
I think she loved him.
Yeah.
Because like, it's a bit of a, you know, is it true love? I don't know, but I think it was love in a way that he was her only lifeline at the time. So, and he kind of betrayed her, sort of. So, yeah, no wonder she has, you know, trust issues. Anyway, still another great episode, and we
really
finally
like this
got...
one.
Yeah, but you were waiting for the backstory for a while.
I love backstories.
Yes. So we will end this here and move on to the next. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be on YouTube next week, guys. So keep an eye for it. Gonna see you next time.
Bye.
See ya, Space Cowboy.